Now we are on a part of Barry's farm and he's spraying the thistles. I'll see if I can get a close in of a thistle. There's a thistle. Now where the thistles grow, the grass doesn't grow. So Barry's getting all the thistles so that more grass can grow. Some sheep up on the hill over there. They're walking away from the dogs and the humans. They don't like us much. There's the motorbike. Now the motorbike has a thing on the back for spraying thistles. And there's the four-wheel drive motor vehicle. And as you can see, there's a little hill, or a fairly steep sort of a hill there. And across the road, there's the road down there. And across the road, there's more forestry. And those are all pine trees, which grow around this area very prolifically, grown for timber. Young Stanley, Stan, look here! Stanley! Stanley! Oi! Stanley! Stanley! Ah, there you go. Stanley, look here! Oi! Stanley! Taking his boots off and he's going inside for lunch. And there's James and Liz. Come up to see me, isn't that nice? Are you happy to be on film, both of you? Looking very nice. Here we are inside. Here's James.
We'll get on the news channel, CNN or something, in America.
Could be.
The way the other half lives.
There, Alex, are you playing with Stan? Good boy.
Look at these pants, eh? Real cargo pants.
Alex, you can put those away.
You gonna eat Stanley's lunch? I mean, eat Alex's lunch, Stan. I didn't have to. I wanted to capture the moments. Stan.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
Okay, here we are out with looking at James's new truck. Very nice truck. It's a Mazda, and here it goes. It tips from the back.
As well to do farm cheating, we don't use both of them.
There's the dogs resting in the shade. And this is Auntie Liz's car. It's a Holden Commodore. Manufactured in Australia. It's owned, or substantially owned by GM, General Motors. Ooh, Alex! Did you get a snail? Go and pat him. Oh, that's nice.
He's got it on. Now we gotta keep the dogs. I'm on that. No! If you press that, I'm on what goes.
It's a bit cold, isn't it?
Are you a bit cold, Liz?
It is. The weather's cold.
Ah. There's a shot of the house, or at least part of the house. The fire is going. Lovely spring flowers there. This building is the woolshed, where the sheep are shorn. That means the wool is taken off them. The wool's stored here, and in fact just a couple of days ago the woolshed was in use, and the hoggets, which are the young sheep, were being shorn. To the left of the woolshed we have two buildings. The first of which is a concrete structure known as the killing house. This is where beasts are slaughtered for use on the farm. The second building is the outhouse. Now we're inside the shearing shed, or woolshed, which was just in use a couple of days ago. This machine is a press, a wool press. They put wool in there, in the hole there, and in there, and then they lift up one so it's on top of the other, and using a hydraulic electric pump they press down and compress the wool so it fits into one bale, this bale here. That is a wool sorting table, and these are the bags that the wool goes in. This is the completed item here, and there's some more down here ready to get rolled onto a truck and taken to market to be sold. This is the motor that is used to drive this shaft, which then in turn drives the handpiece. The handpiece in turn is what shears the sheep, or takes the wool off the sheep. If we look back through this, well actually when the sheep's shorn, it's let go and it goes down this raceway and waits down there to be let go, and the shearer opens this thing, and in this pen here is where the sheep are stored ready for him. So he'll grab a sheep and from this pen and shear it, and the sheep get loaded in from over there. This is the house from another perspective, and this is wandering around there. That's the garage or car shed. That's the main house. I'm gonna look around there. You can see the woolshed where I was just in the woolshed. And these are the more yards where work is done by Barry. Typically the work is related to the health and hygiene of the sheep and the cattle, and those drums, those blue drums, probably hold dip, which is I guess an insecticide that the sheep are dipped in to prevent the insects growing on them. There's some logs over in the corner there. That's where my father milled some of the trees growing along the edge of the road. The reason for milling them was that this corner, you can't see the road here because it's obscured from view, but this corner is very dangerous, and it was a blind corner, you couldn't see around. This shed that I'm viewing now is known as the hangar, and it was used by the Rerewhakaaitu Gliding Club and Aeronautical Club, who about 20 to 40 years ago operated their planes and their gliders here in this area. And even today there's a small airstrip, and there's a building associated with it there. That's the building. It's pretty run down too now. It's now just used by crop dusters or small planes for working on farms like this one. This tree is what's known as a cabbage tree that is, and this stream down here by the cabbage tree is where I used to play when I was a kid, one of many places. There's Mount Tarawera in the background over there. And we're back around again to the house.
This is not your spot. Your spot is here.
Great, isn't it? Would you just go away, Richard?
Okay,
You hop on of how Richard looked when he was here.
Here's the old batch. There's our house. There's the woodshed, or Mary's house and Barry's house. You can see the top of the clothesline there. That little shed there is the bike shed. This is the old batch, or I guess it's like a cabin, and I used to actually sleep in this cabin for a while. That little shack there is the old hen house. We used to have hens, or we called them chooks, when I was very young, and we grew them for the eggs, and that's where they used to live, in that old shack. Down there is where the pig used to hang out. We used to have a pet pig, and the pig was lived in there. And through the trees there you can see a very old, I think it's a Ford truck. It doesn't operate anymore, but it was used by James for a while there. There's the house, looks very nice from this perspective. The garden's looking rather lovely in the springtime, as we're just coming into spring. There's Barry and Mary. Mary's very busy hanging the washing out. She doesn't believe in using the clothes dryer, so she says she doesn't believe in using the dryer every day. That's the room that I grew up in. For the most of my childhood I lived in that little room there. And that room was my parents' room. And I might take you in for a walk through the house soon. Here's the house from, I guess, the eastern side. And there's Barry sitting outside. I'm going to go in and give you the walkthrough tour of the house. What are you doing there, Barry? Getting your boots off? Or on, or something?
It's all something, Richard.
Or something.
I thought I was flying to the moon.
Okay, there's a nice bench that my brother James made. And there's the wood, which is ready to be used in the fire to heat the house. As we look up the stairs there's one room, and this is, I guess, the family room. As you can see, it's pretty decimated by children playing. There's toys strewn everywhere. It's quite a large room. There's the TV and the video, and there's the fireplace, which heats pretty much the whole house. Walk upstairs, there's a desk there. There's a photo of the local area. Lots of flowers. These flowers are there's a computer. Flowers are mostly the result of Mary quitting teaching. Another couch. There's the dinner table. And there's the kitchen. Stove. Refrigerator. Now I'm looking down the main passageway to my room, which is at the end of it. So I'll walk on down and then we can come back. This was the room that I grew up in. There's the bed, kind of a bookcase, little table, chest of drawers, very nice. There's a bathroom here, and my parents' bedroom here. This is my brother's bedroom.
Richard, it's not tidy, is it?
A toilet in here. Another passageway here. This one, there's a freezer, a large freezer, because they live a long way from the town. They can't always buy stuff. There's a little office in here. There's Liz. And what's in that room, Liz? Can you show us?
No, I've just got Eadie asleep.
Well, let's just have a quick shot of her. There's a storage cupboard here, another door out, and this room. Let's see what's in here. I see something holding a green thing.
Froggy.
It looks like Eadie holding Froggy.
Eadie and Froggy.
Is she asleep yet?
She's going to have a
Oh.
sleep.
Sleep time for Eadie. And here's the laundry, and there's another bathroom through there, and another door outside here where the coats are stored. This is the tomb that Alex and Stan have made for a dead bird. They've spent quite a bit of time making this tomb, and the dead bird is inside it. They got the wood out of there. Here we have James, Stan and Alex riding the motorbike, and it looks like they're going to be going off down the gully. There they go. Here they come back, James, Stan and Alex all on the motorbike. Lights are on because it's getting later at night. There they are waving. Hey Maria, my other cousin, come over here. Maria.
She's not your cousin, but...
Oh, my other niece.
Just go and play with your farm. Play with your blocks or something. I'll get you a drink of water, eh? And we'll get you a drink of water, shall we? These are your potatoes. And these Alex's potatoes.
When I sit instead of Tom, she don't run and get dinner.
She run and get dinner?
No.
You run and get dinner? It's quite hot.
I'm not, because
Okay,
we don't.
You're nice.
Don't!
I'm not doing anything.
Don't lie.
What were you doing when you were sleeping, Maria?
I can see the film.
Nan will make a nice breakfast with you and Dad in your bedroom. 6, and this morning Eadie was awake at 5:45. We'll turn leave tomorrow for 5:45. She's getting a big girl now, Maria, isn't she, Uncle Richard?
She is.
What time would it be in America now?
It would be...
It would be yesterday. In America it would be yesterday.
No, well, yeah, it would be yesterday. And it would be 9... It would be about 1 o'clock in the morning. So I probably wouldn't call this late.
Why?
Because I'd be in bed. 1 o'clock in the morning is pretty late. What kind does she want? Hi Eadie. How are ya? Did you sleep well last night? Hey Maria, you said I could photograph you in the morning. Eh? No, Eadie. Oh, come on Maria, don't be so mean. Eadie! Eadie! Hi! Yeah, how are ya? You look very nice this morning. You gonna give her a hug? Give Maria a hug, Eadie? No? Ah, isn't that nice? Beautiful. Now we're at near Morrisville, and this is where James and Stanley and Gabrielle live. And here we have Alex and Stan playing in the area where a tree has just been milled by James. This tree is a macrocarpa tree, and the wood's been split up ready for firewood. There's actually a row of trees, and there's James's truck over there and a big stack of firewood. This entire row of trees will be milled by him shortly. There's the bus that he lives in. And that's his truck, which has a load of firewood on it. The different coloured firewood is wood that's dried out a little. Okay, Alex into the toilet. The toilet was built by James and is designed for portability, so every time the bus is moved, or nearly every time the bus is moved, the toilet's disassembled, packed up, and it comes with the bus. There's the truck once again, tip truck from the back view. As James was saying, if you stack it up so the wood's as high as the top of the cabin, it'll hold 5 cubes of wood, which sells for about 250 New Zealand dollars, mostly in Hamilton, and is enough wood for an average family for an average winter. There's the bus, and we have a barbecue there. There's Gabrielle going up into the bus. There's the barbecue and a nice sun umbrella and long table there where we just ate. Here are the calves which have just been born. They've been separated from their mothers and put into this paddock because it's got a lot of grass. This is the solar panel that they use to get electricity. They also have a shiny new generator just down there for electricity, which they can also use. And Gabrielle, that was a very nice cup of coffee that you made, thank you.
Where are you going?
Now Gabrielle's going to show us a tour of the bus, so in we come. Here's the steps up, and the seat that you drive and the steering wheel come off to make more space. We have a speaker system here. Now there's a theme of, can we turn the radio down? How do we do that? Oh, there's the radio. The theme in this bus is wood, and the wood is macrocarpa, which is the same wood that we saw over there for firewood. But as you can see, it looks very nice when it's all polished up. There's one of the seats. The fireplace, does it have a wetback? No. No wetback. So how do you heat the water for your shower?
The gas calefont, that's gas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's like we had on the boat I used to work on.
Yeah. Yeah, they have them on boats.
I'll
And
just
then the
stand here.
cooking's gas.
So that's how they heat the water from a gas canister. The stove, the cooking is gas as well.
Fridge is gas.
Refrigerator is gas. There's the refrigerator. Nice refrigerator. I don't think that was here last time, was it?
Don't think so, no.
It's quite big.
Yeah, it is big.
And is this Stanley's bed over on the left here?
Yep.
Wood again. Everything's wood. Cupboards under it. And there's the master bed over there, not very far away from Stanley's bed in case he wakes up.
Shower.
Shower there. Very nice.
Yep.
And the vanity cabinet, that's where James keeps himself looking beautiful. There's the scales and the fruit.
You might want to get your butterfly, Richard.
Oh yeah, show us the butterfly.
Just here.
Oh, I can't get it from this angle, I'll have to come over.
That's cool.
And here we have the butterfly, which came all the way from Tijuana, Mexico.
Oh yeah.
and it's a gift from me to Gabrielle.
It's lovely.
And she says it's lovely. Thank you. Isn't that nice? Another seat there, and a pot plant. This seat is made from Totra, not macrocarpa.
Off Barry's farm.
Off Barry's farm. Old fence posts off of Barry's farm. Wow, very nice. In St Kilda Road in South Bank, Melbourne, Australia. And I'm looking at the what's known locally as the Shrine, which is really a war memorial for the Second World War and all the Australian soldiers that died in it. As I said, it's known locally as the Shrine. And it's set in this nice, I think it's the Botanical Gardens or something like that. Across the road, behind this brick wall, is what's known as the Armoury. It's a very old Australian building or complex that's been there for some 100 years or more, I believe. Behind the Armoury is a large apartment complex. Oh, there's a tram. It's a Melbourne tram. Melbourne's very famous for its trams. There's another one. Back to the building over there. That's the apartment complex that I stayed in last night. It's very nice. Next to it is another brand new apartment complex. It's a very kind of a luxury one, known as the Melburnian. It's just opened actually. And as I look around, I can see the towers for the Melbourne Art Centre, the Fine Art Centre, and some of the other museums and things which are characteristic of South Bank of Melbourne here. If one continues up this road, St Kilda Road, you'll cross the Yarra River. And across the other side of the Yarra River is some of those taller buildings like those ones there, which are downtown Melbourne, and I will be walking up that way shortly. I'm in the lobby of Matthew and Romy's apartment complex, very flashy as you can see. Security camera, paintings on the walls. There's another painting there. This is not just your average apartment complex. I'm walking down the passage, and they are number 5, which is the first apartment on the right. They're on the ground level, and here's their apartment. See what they're doing. Oh, look who we've found here. We have Matthew and Romy sitting here reading the newspaper, the Saturday morning paper, which is the big one here, and some nice flowers on the table. See the lamp in the corner there? Let's turn. Oh, that's not where you turn it on. This lamp is made by Matthew. This is.
It's a link cool area.
Oh right, beautiful.
That even works.
And it's made out of like Japanese paper or something like that. Here's their the room. A couple of couches facing each other are the same. Some paintings along wall murals, paintings, works in progress along the side of the wall here. A little courtyard out here. We're going to have a look. Some nice flowers hanging down, we're not quite sure what they are. And everything in the courtyard, listeria, is it? Okay. I'm just waiting for the barbecue to come. Cindy, here's the kitchen.
Hello, Cindy.
Hello, they say hello. More flowers. Man, guys have got a lot of flowers.
Yeah. And it's a great little kitchen.
It's a great little kitchen.
Our
the master bedroom. Note the futon type bed. The office is in here. The laptops. This is where I slept the night. Some stuff, boxes arrived from New Zealand. And the bathroom. It's very nice. Here at the shrine with Matthew, and now I'm looking down the St Kilda Road, and at the end there, the cathedral you can see is there. So I'm looking across. There's the downtown area of Melbourne. Some more of the downtown area, and some of the large skyscrapers. There's Matthew, and we have another guy looking up there.
Hello.
Hi, now I'm at Warragul, and this is my sister Susan's house. I'm surrounded by my cousins Luke and Tara, and sorry, niece and nephew Luke and Tara. And as I'm looking at the new garden which is being fashioned out of this hillside, and the bricks have been laid around the edge, and now Susan is proceeding to spread the topsoil behind the retaining wall so that the garden can be planted on top of that. Earlier this morning some people came and laid this concrete just here. There's going to be a barbecue just there, and this concrete is a nice porch. Now I'm looking down the veranda in the front of the house, and you can see some toys and things down the end. I'm now looking down at Sue and Pete's house. There's the clothesline, the water tank, the house. Here's young Luke. He's got his guitar, and I believe he's going to give me a song. There's the veranda. Their house is quite large. It's 3,400 square feet. So it is quite a large house inside as well. We'll have a look inside shortly. They're on 1 acre of lands here, and there's a nice little tulip garden over there.
Did you video it?
Yeah, I did. This is the making of the concrete. This is the pattern on the concrete, which is left after these things are pulled up, and there's a pattern around the edge as well, which is formed by these being pulled up. And this is Joe, who's been doing this. The last part of this is the blower. Here's the house from the other end. In the garage, there's the boat with an outboard motor on it. Some neighbour's car. There's Sue and Pete's car. It's a Ford Falcon. It's an older one, nice red car with the. There's the tree. I'm not sure what that is. Implement shed maybe. The pile of wood. It's the cubby house, is it? Some nice flower gardens around there, and some more gardens out around the corner there. The fence in the foreground there marks the end of their boundary. Now I walked a little ways down Susan Street, and you can see some of the houses now. There's another house in there. Most of these houses are set on, I guess, you know, from 1 to 5 acre plots, and it's a very park-like setting as we walk down here. There's another house in there, and another one in there. We're on our way to the reserve, Tara and I. We have an Australian or a magpie. It's a black and white bird. Not sure, it looks like it's munching out on the grass. Look at that beautiful black and white coloration. Get another view of it there.
I'm going home.
This is the Australian magpie. Look at that black and white coloration. This is Susan's bird feeder on the fence by her property, and these two birds are known as galahs. They're very colourful looking animals. I'm hoping that tomorrow we can see some rosellas. They're, you know, of some kind of parrot family. Okay, here I am in Sue and Pete's place. This is Luke's room, and he's going to give us a guided tour. What have we got in your room, Luke?
We have got this poster that's about Pokemon. These are.
Pokemon poster.
This is the first poster. That's the first lot. All these Pokemon are the first Pokemon that ever was invented.
Very good, Luke. Thank you. What's this down here? Is this a wombat?
Oh, so the wombat. And this the Christmas that just been this was a service station. It's very big. It was very exciting.
Wow, and this is a whole bookcase full of toys you got here.
Yeah, and books and
And
stuff.
you've got a spare bed. Which bed do you sleep in?
I sleep in the back bed because it's much cozier.
Good.
And this is the Essendon wallet.
Essendon wallet. Essendon is the team that Luke supports for footy, which is Australian rules football. And there's what's that dinosaur?
Oh, this is the bone's not real, but this is how they sit inside them. But that should be like that.
The bones. This is Tara's room. She's not in here right now. This is the bathroom beside their rooms. It's Luke in the main room of Susan's house. The fireplace down the end. The aquarium with the fish in it just there. There's Tara with something. There's the TV room through there. We'll go through there in a minute. There's the photo of Lake Rerewhakaaitu and the Burges family farm on the wall. There's the refrigerator, and there's Sue. Hi, Sue. How are you doing this morning? How are those kids? Oh, someone's in trouble. No? Something happening there. There's the rest of the kitchen. Lovely view out there. And this whole place is very big. It's around 3,440 square feet, I'm told. Here's the other room. And it's quite a ways down to the end there where they've got the fine china. Here's the master bedroom where Sue and Pete hang out. Through there is the bathroom and the closet. And through the closet is another room which is known as the computer room.
Is it a girl or a boy?
What's happening, Luke?
Where's the posters?
Oh. There's Tara. Now we're going to go out and have a look at the
You get this sticky tape.
laundry room here. Another door outside. And there's Pete's home brew. This is where it all happens, where it's stored up there. And now we're out into the garage with the boat and the car. And the office I talked about is through that door over there, I think. Yeah. I'm now at Travice's house in a place called Emerald, which is on the outskirts of Melbourne in the Dandenong Ranges. And there's the house. It's it's what Travice refers to as an alpine house. And there's a lean-to there. The person there is Steve. He's a friend of Travice's and mine, someone I knew from London. And here's the pathway up to the house, a couple of cars. And Steve's looking for his socks, which fell off. There's the other side of the driveway. Now I'm going to do a walk around inside. I'm now walking up the stairs, and this is the veranda area, and there's the spa, which I just enjoyed, a nice spa. Here's the outlook. We're in the hills, rolling hills area in the Dandenong Ranges. There's the doorway and entrance, and the upstairs patio area. Yeah, leave the music off while I'm doing this. He's changing the music, and there's the dog Vixen. See, there he is. What kind of dog is it?
Through there, I'll show you the TV set.
Okay, what kind of dog?
It's a terrier.
Terrier. Smile for the camera. Good boy. Now we're going through into the TV room. This is where
Shall we
the
watch
TV is.
something?
We can watch something soon. And let's just pan around. Whoa, look at this. Lots and lots of books. These people must be learned. Couple of number plates. Look, there's one from New Jersey, New York, USA 1. Hey, I've seen that one in the US, USA 1. And here we have the kitchen. There's the fireplace.
Go up the stairs.
Let's have a quick look at the kitchen. Lovely. Let's go up the stairs now, Trev.
Okay, I'm
Show
right
us the
behind
way.
you. Right behind you.
Okay, here we go. The master bedroom. And this is Travis's bedroom as well. Another TV in the corner. Let's see what else we can find. There's the walk-in wardrobe. Beautiful. And who's this? This is Alex and Matthew. Yeah, smile for the camera. Very nice.
He's always smiling.
Look at that. He's got a nice green hat on.
Yes.
Beautiful. You can see where he gets his looks from. If we put Travis next to him, you can see there's no relationship.
You're an idiot.
And what's in here? Oh, this is the bathroom. Okay. Let's go into the other rooms. Best if we go into the lighter rooms. This is the guest room that I've stayed in before. Last time I was here, I stayed in here. Got that nice outlook across the Dandenongs. Isn't that beautiful? Let's do a zoom in. Not into the tree. Lovely. Nice green meadows. Another TV. All the TVs look the same, about 20 years old.
This is our Chinese room.
This is our Chinese room,
All
is it?
Chinese pictures actually.
Up on
Yeah.
the wall.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I'll take him.
Here's Matthew's room. Come and see the cupboard I painted.
Where's the light? Yeah, good. Where's the cupboard? Oh,
Where's the cupboard?
look, there's a big giraffe on the cupboard. Some butterflies. Wow. Very nice. Let's get the panorama of that. Lovely. We've got the refrigerator in case he's feeling like a cold one.
All Travis's old dogs.
Travis's old dogs. Oh, isn't that
Oh.
cute? Oh. What's this one's name, Travis?
Benji.
Benji. Oh. Let's get these on
I
film.
think we've had enough in here.
Look, there's some more. Oh, look, there's a massive one up there. What's that one, Travis?
Oh, that's
Richard.
a tiger. Tiger Richard.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, let's move on. Some of the stuff Travis and Alice collected on their trip to Africa.
Steve, what?
Thank you.
Come on, Steve.
Come on, Steve.
Show us that head.
Steve, you're right in shot. The back of your head isn't very pretty.
No. Hey, do you comb your hair?
That's my best side.
It's got a ball spot going.
Yeah. And that Grecian 2000, you've got to use it all over, Steve. Not just at the front.
Travis uses.
We're ready. Here we are. Pete and Sue's house, and Pete's going to give us a demonstration of some of the surgery that he's had. He's going to pull up his shirt and show us the hole. Do you want to give us the hook demonstration? Tell us what it was.
Well, I had a
Let's zoom in.
surgery, had a incision under the
We're just.
in the chest cavity,
Oh yeah.
and they poked through the ribs into the heart, and they put a probe with a hook on the end, the drain line,
Really, and that was the probe with the hook. Was about how long, Peter?
American terms, about 7 inches with a 2-inch hook.
A 2-inch hook on the end. They
And
stuck
managed to
that in.
drain 800 mils of blood out of there.
800 mils of blood out of
the
there.
pericardium.
Out of the
And
pericardium.
just for good luck, they stuck a hole in the back and
Let's have a look at the back.
drained a hole of that in one.
Oh yeah. That's it there.
Thank you, Richard. That'll do.
Okay. It's Mummy's birthday. Sue's birthday, and she's 21 years old again. And Luke and Tara are here to help her open her present. And just over there is Pete. He's doing a great job with the filming. Yep, good man.
Oh,
Whoa, what have we got here?
this is like Nana Di's pottery.
Wow, it's a vase.
It's right out of sand. I think it's a sand.
Let's go in for.
35th birthday, darling. Give Mum a big kiss, kiss. And I think her mother should give Susan a big kiss.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Big sloppy one.
okay. Here he coming in for the kiss.
Oh, isn't that romantic?
Now it's time for Pete to give her a kiss. Come on, Pete.
Oh, no, right this one. Darling.
Oh, lovely. I'm now at the Julia Pfeiffer State Park on the California coast, and the waterfall that you see in front of me comes out of the rock and falls straight into the sand there. And this is beside the crashing Pacific Ocean. The trees on that little point are Monterrey cypress, or as they're known in New Zealand, macrocarpa. It's quite a misty day, and the sun has just cleared for us, so we were able to get the shot. And there's Cindy, isn't she looking beautiful? There's the trail that we're walking on. There's the waterfall once again. You can see the fog for which the California coastline is so well known. There, where we came from today, was no fog at all. Once you get over the hills, it's fog free. Here we are a little further on, and this is the California coastline. We're in a very secluded little cove here that we've hiked into. We can't get down to the actual ocean because it's all rocks and there's no path down. Just out there is a rather large kelp bed. Oftentimes you can see sea otters and seals and things in the kelp bed, but we haven't been able to see any today. The ocean's very calm. Up in the distance there we can see a few rocks cropping out in the misty California coastal weather that we're having. You want to give us a smile, Cindy? Oh, that's nice. Here we are, a few hundred yards upstream from the waterfall that we saw recently in the Pfeiffer Burns State Park. This is the creek that flows out into that waterfall. There's a little bridge over it. The trees that we're seeing are Sequoia sempervirens, or also known as coastal redwood. This used to be some kind of a ranch or a farm, and there's an old barn or something like that. Some old buildings there. So it's a nice redwood, coastal redwood grove here. And I'll just show you how tall some of these trees are. Here we are along the Pacific coast, a little further along. We're still at Big Sur. We're in another area where there's lots of kelp, and we've just walked along a trail to the end of the trail to find this structure, which is something to do with, I guess, ships taking supplies or docking or something like that. There's Cindy walking back up. The sea rises straight up into these mountains, and there's the road. That's US 1, highway number 1, which winds its way between the ocean and the mountains. As I'm going to give you the view from behind here, it's a nice little cove in there. And up there is a tunnel where the track goes through into the next valley. There's the road up there, clinging onto the side of the hill. And our car is parked up on that road somewhere. This is the Bixby Bridge on the Pacific Coast Highway, Route 1. It more or less marks the beginning, when it's near the beginning of the highway. It was built in 1932 by prison labour, and it was, I think, the last link in the Pacific Coast Highway. This is the valley below us. There's some houses down there. And this road that we're on was used to bypass the bridge, so it was a way of getting around this great gully when there wasn't a bridge in existence. There's the car, and there's Cindy. What's she doing? Cindy! That's the Monterrey Peninsula, where the cities of Monterrey and Carmel and so on are. This is the beach of Marina, which is not very far from Monterrey. It's a nice beach here at the moment. And just out there you can see a few surfers. It's fairly quiet out there, they're swimming back out right now. Seagull, some people, yeah, and here's some, this area's got a lot of sand dunes, and this particular place is known for hang gliding, western hang gliders. Don't see any hang gliders out right now. There's the parking lot. Here's Cindy Rose walking up the sand dune. Every 2 steps forward, she takes 1 step backwards. Go Cindy, go! Yeah, you can do it! There's Pat's name on the cliff there and a Kylie Shepherd. There's someone's left their surfboard here against this sand dune. And Cindy Rose is going on up. Yeah, Cindy, go, go, go! I'm going to come soon. Your foot's buried. Don't worry about that. Pull it out and get moving. Come on. Get up there. Here's Cindy from the other side. From the top looking down. Here she comes. Come on, Cindy. You can do it. Come on! You're almost there!
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, here we are again, panning around. And there's Cindy. What's Cindy sitting next to? We'll come in and have a look at this exquisite plant.
Hi.
What have you got there, honey?
This is called ice plant, and it's also known as Hottentot fig. And it grows along the shoreline all around California. It's a desert type of plant. Doesn't need a lot of water to grow. It flowers in the autumn time and in the springtime. And since it's not sunny right now, the flowers haven't opened up yet today. But it's kind of a... Some people don't like this plant because it's kind of like a weed. It just grows and grows and grows, and it's hard to cut it back. But I think it's rather neat. It's kind of spiky and thick. It's kind of like looks a little bit like a cactus. We're in Monterey now. This is the Monterey Bay. We're right on the shoreline. Not very many crowds today, even though it's a weekend. It's a Sunday. And out there on that rock, we can see some birds. And that's a seal kind of lying lazy on that rock, just having a good time.
This is Cannery Row, and that's the Monterey Canning Company. Monterey was very famous for many shrimps and, sardines or something like that. Down the other end of the street there is the Monterey Aquarium. There's some more seals on those rocks. See the seal? And further out, see the canoe there? That's a sea otter there. It just went down. That guy's watching the sea otter. See if I can get you another one soon. There's the sea otters. You can just make them out. I'm not sure what they're doing on the surface there. So they're cracking open a crab. Oh, there they go. We're now in Pacific Grove, and this is where the monarch butterflies winter over. And you can see a cluster of monarch butterflies on this eucalyptus tree. See the orange wings there? They look a little like triangles. They winter over
Dead
here.
leaves right now.
Yeah, they look a little like dead leaves. They winter over here because the temperatures are
Moderate.
moderate. Yep, and
58 degrees right now.
58 degrees right now. And in the summer they head off up north to Canada and even up as far as Alaska. I'm going to zoom up into the sky and you can see some flying around. A lot of them are just stationary on the trees.
It's still cool out. The
The-
sun's not out yet, so they're not all flying around. And there's about 500 here, they estimate. And next month there would be about 20 or 30,000. So it's still early in the season.
Thank you, Cindy.